Hello everyone, my name is Jatin Agarwal and I am here to present business understanding of Mahindra Limited as a part of our assignment. Through this presentation, we'll enhance our understanding of Mahindra Limited, its growth stories, its business and diversification, its global presence, merger and alliances and acquisitions, and talk about the key product they make and sell in countries other than India. The organization has a lot to talk about. Let's have a look at it. Starting in 1945, Mahindra has an impressive story to tell and has now made world its audience. Beginning with steel business, 7 decades later, it stands at presence in more than 100 countries. They have more than 150 companies under their umbrella, and their talent strength is 2.5 lakh professionals. Currently, Mahindra is generating revenue of $9.9 billion. Let's look at its history. Mahindra was founded in year 1945 in a humble city called Ludhiana on 2nd October. It was founded by Mahindra brothers, Mr. J.C. Mahindra and Mr. K.C. Mahindra, along with Mr. Malik Ghulam Muhammad. And it was named as Mahindra and Muhammad Limited. But after partition, Mr. Malik Muhammad moved to Pakistan and he went on to become the first finance minister of Pakistan. And Mahindra Muhammad Limited was renamed as Mahindra and Mahindra Limited in the year 1948. Their first product which they assembled was the iconic American Wheelie Jeep, which hit Indian roads in 1948. And moving forward in the year 1950, they made a deal with Mitsubishi for building wagons. In 1955, Mahindra and Mahindra went public and they were listed in BSE, which is Bombay Stock Exchange in year 1956. In 1961, they collaborated with International Harvester USA for the manufacturing of tractors. And moving ahead, after 4 years, they started Kandivali plant where they started manufacturing of UVs and tractors. In 1983, Mahindra became the largest selling tractor brand in India. And after this, 3 years later, Mahindra entered into telecom IT services through joint venture with British Telecom UK. This company was later called as Tech Mahindra. In year 1996, they marked their entrance into hospitality business with their first resort in Munnar, Kerala. In 1997, Mr. Anand Mahindra became the MD of Mahindra Group and things started to turn. In Mahindra marked the new century, year 2000, with the launch of their iconic vehicle, Mahindra Bolero. And 3 years later, Mahindra Tractor was awarded with a prestigious Deming Award for their hard work. In 2005, Mahindra enters China market, and in the same year, they tied with Renault and ITC Group. After 3 years, Mahindra diversified themselves into two-wheeler segment and aftermarket segment. And to explore above and beyond skies, Mahindra forays into automotive sector in 2009. After 6 decades of relentless hard work, 2015 marked a historic year with record number of launches and multiple acquisitions. In 2019, Mahindra launched world's first electric hypercar named Pininfarina Battista. And in the latest development, company has been recognized as the fastest growing brand organization in brand strength by Brands Finance. Now let's have a look at their main businesses. Starting from steel trading, they went on to manufacturing of tractors, utility vehicles, two-wheelers, and they entered into IT industry, real estate industry, hospitality industry, and much more. Their later interest lies in aerospace and alternative energies. And as we discussed above, Mahindra has diversified into 23 different industries with more than 150 companies. Out of these segments, the focus segments are farm technology, automotive, IT, alternative energy, and urbanization. However, their expansion resembles horizontal diversification, which adds new product which shows that Mahindra has added new product in their existing brand portfolio. Until 2015, Mahindra was bullish in their diversification and they were identifying themselves as federation instead of conglomerate. But in recent changes in business practices, the CEO, Mr. Anish Shah, says that company is not keen on business diversification anymore, but now rooting for the talent diversification. The idea was to bring in talent from diverse backgrounds to successfully run the current structure. Source for this information is Business Standard article. Starting with the humble, now let's talk about their presence, global presence. Starting with the humble town of Ludhiana, Mahindra today has presence in over 100 countries. The presence has strategical relevance across geographies and has been categorized as follows. As we can see, Mahindra is present across 24 countries in APAC, with farm equipment and automotive sectors as their major revenue contributors. It is among the top 5 IT service providers from India. And also at the same time, Mahindra are the largest utility vehicle manufacturers in India. They are the largest tractor company by volume in the world. Now moving on to US, the association goes back into company's history when Mahindra bought Willys Jeep in India in the year 1948. Today, the association has only strengthened through industries like IT and mobility. They are redefining urban mobility in the states with Gen Z electric scooters. They are among the top 3 tractor manufacturers in USA, and they have more than 500 dealer locations in US. Now moving on to Europe's presence, they are the major stakeholders in France, Peugeot motorcycle industry. They have diversified their businesses and they are playing a key role in the supporting Europe's vibrant economy. Their subsidiaries like SsangYong Motors, Sampo, and Farina and Peugeot motorcycles. They have been Europe's automotive and farm equipment industries for several decades. Mahindra Racing competes with Europe's best in Formula E racing, and their IT business is at the forefront of the digital revolution. Now, moving on to Middle East and Africa, the MIA is brimming with potential, and Mahindra is making sure to be present where the opportunity presents itself. Their powerful diesel generators sets are delivering reliable power supply to the businesses and homes, raising economy vitality and living standards. Mahindra tractors are helping raising agricultural efficiency and productivity. As the region develops, Mahindra ensures to be present as reasonable partners, employers, and providers of essential products and services, empowering power people to rise. All this information we can get on Mahindra and Mahindra.com. Now, if we talk about Mahindra's unprecedented strive for the growth, it is very well reflected in the association across the industries and verticals. Let's have a look at their global acquisitions over the years that has shaped the company where it stands today. It starts way back in 1947. Their first acquisition was with Willys Jeep Alliances, not acquisition, where they bought Jeep in the Indian market, and later on they had a tie-up with International Harvester Companies of Chicago, and with for the manufacturing of tractors, for which they won Deming Award. In year 1996, they started their joint venture with Ford Motors for the manufacturing of Escort, Fiesta, and iconic Scorpio. In 2004, they acquired Bristol Corn Inc., which is a supply chain IT solution company, and Mahindra entered into logistic solution providers thereafter. They had a joint venture with Rabobank Group to form Mahindra Finance Company in the year 2011. And in 2016, they had a partnership with Scoot, which was an urban mobility solution in California. They started with a fleet of 500 Gen Z motorbikes, electric motorbikes. Now, when we talk about Mahindra, tractors and cars are the first products that comes to our mind. But if to choose one, Mahindra tractors are the most renowned product in India and overseas as well, with presence in more than 40 countries, as we discussed earlier also. The product goes back, the product goes long back into their history, and today Mahindra is world's largest tractor company by volume. They are among the top three tractor manufacturers in USA. And Mahindra is the only tractor brand in the world to win both Deming Award and Japanese Quality Medal. They are the first Indian tractor brands to roll out over 3 million tractors in 2019. So this was all about Mahindra's growth and Mahindra product which they are serving in the industry right now. Uh, so thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have got insights about Mahindra Limited. For more, we can go to the references provided below. Thank you very much.